I woke up every single day for months and my life looked exactly the same. No results, no money, and no sign that it was all gonna work out. And I wanna talk about what it actually felt like and what actually kept me from quitting. If you don't know me, my name is Jaden Lee Lua. I'm 20 years old. A year ago, I was going to college, working at Amazon, and my life looked completely different. Literally within a year, I was able to move out of my parents' house, buy my dream apartment, and make $8,000 in a single week. I see everyone talking about consistency like it's a discipline problem, like waking up earlier, building a whole routine, and using a planner. But we all know that's the easiest part, is planning what we're gonna do. The hard part is actually going out and doing it. The hard part is doing the same thing every single day over and over and over again for months and months and months and not seeing any type of results and not knowing if it's all going to work out. And to be honest, that's what actually breaks most people, is they cannot handle that. It's not that they're lazy, they're just not willing to have delayed gratification and they want the result instantly. And when you're putting in so much work and you're not seeing results, it gets discouraging. But if you push through that period and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you keep continuing to get better, then it's just going to happen in a matter of time. When I started, like I said, I was living at my parents' house, going to college, working a 9 to 5, living a life that I didn't want to live. Every single day looked the exact same. I would wake up, work all day, go to the gym, sleep, eat, repeat every single day for months and months. And the entire time, obviously, there was this voice in the back of my head: what if it doesn't work out? What am I even doing with my life? And obviously, I didn't have the answers. I just fully believed in myself and I didn't give myself any other option but to make it all work out. And during this whole hard period of my life, there was one thing from Alex Hormozy that he said that actually stuck with me. He said, comfort is short-term gain, regret is long-term pain. Fear is short-term pain, fulfillment is long-term gain. Quitting and going back to my old ways where I was just gonna go to college and get a degree felt like the safe thing to do. But that quote made me realize that safety now is just gonna be regret later on. And then I realized pushing through was obviously gonna be painful, it was gonna be hard, but I knew the pain that I was gonna go through was all gonna be worth it in the long run. I just kept asking myself, what pain do I wanna live with? Do I wanna feel safe right now and regret it long term, or do I want to push through the painful period so I can actually reap my benefits later on? Like I mentioned before, I was getting up every single day, working for months and months and months and not seeing any results. What actually started to change and what actually got me to start seeing results was shifting my mindset on one single thing. I stopped waking up every single day just trying to make money. I started focusing on waking up every single day trying to get 1% better every single day. Because I realized when you're waking up every single day trying to chase the money and you're not getting it, you just feel like a failure. But when you focus on learning a skill set and you're learning something new every single day, then that's a win. What worked better for me was literally having delayed gratification. Not focusing on making money, but focusing on learning a skill set that's going to make me more money. When you focus on making money and you don't make money every single day, you feel like a failure. But when you focus on actually learning a skill set, then it's going to benefit you way more later on. And you're actually going to get the result that you're looking for. And that's literally the hardest part, is pushing through that period where you're not seeing any results. Once you have that first client, once you have that first payout, once you make that first dollar online, that's literally all you need to see to know that you're on the right path. And that was the exact same thing for me. The first 3 months, I didn't make a dollar online. And then month 3, when I started focusing on learning the skill set rather than trying to make money every single day, I just naturally started to make more money. So why did I push through? I pushed through because I was more afraid of going back to a normal life that everybody else was living. A normal job and a path that everyone else just settles for. And that honestly genuinely scared me more than another month of not earning any money. And I honestly think that's the real answer that nobody wants to sit here and say out loud. Because motivation for me doesn't keep me consistent. The fear of living a life that I don't want to live for the rest of my life does. When you get clarity on what you're actually running from, not just what you're running towards, it gets honestly way harder to quit. And if you're in that phase right now, just repeating the same day over and over again without seeing any results, starting to wonder if you're wasting your time, I want to say this to you directly. You're genuinely not behind, you're actually early. Because the silence isn't a sign that it's not working. You're just in a tough period right now between the work and the actual proof that it's going to work. The best advice that I can give you is stop trying to go out there and make money. Just focus on a single skill set and get good at that skill set. And at the end of the day, the money is going to follow that skill set every single time. And find something that scares you more than the grind. Because just discipline alone is not going to carry you through months of nothing and nothing over and over again. But the fear actually will. At the end of the day, I don't have it all figured out. I'm still building. But when I look back a year ago, through those months when I was at my parents' house, same day, every single day with 0 results. That's what everything I have now is built on. And I do it again over and over again if I could. And if you literally have nothing going for you, you you can reframe that to say, I literally have nothing to lose. Why won't I just try? If you guys want to follow along the journey, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.